Hello and welcome to Gravitas Plus. I'm Palki Sharma Upadhyay. How are you? You don't have to say you're fine. It's absolutely fine to say you are not. It's human to be not all right all the time. It's essential that we talk about it. We seek help when we break a bone. Why don't we do the same when our heart is broken? We take sick leave to nurse our physical health. Why then is taking time off for mental health unprofessional? We talk about conquering outer space, but we're losing a battle with our minds, it seems. Why is mental health a taboo? It kills at least 800,000 people every year. Over 300 million people are suffering from depression. That's almost equivalent to the entire population of the United States. Twice the population of Russia. There are more people suffering from depression today than the population of Germany, the UK, France and Italy combined. Over 260 million people are living with anxiety disorders. There are people living with both. Mental health is a silent pandemic. It is killing us and we can stop it. The first step is to start a conversation, and I'll be more than happy to start one. So let's start over again. Hello and welcome to Gravitas Plus. I'm Palki Sharma Upadhyay. Don't we all fancy celebrities? Their lives look as perfect as their pictures. They have everything, it seems. What many of us can only aspire to have someday. Personal fitness coaches, personal chefs, chauffeurs, hair and makeup artists, personal shoppers, personal stylists. There is someone taking care of everything for them, even their nails. Everything but mental health. Meghan Markle recently spoke about her struggles with mental health, about being depressed, having suicidal thoughts during her pregnancy. These are highly stigmatized topics. But celebrities have started testing the waters. They've triggered conversation. From primetime television and newspaper headlines to dinner tables, depression is becoming an issue people are talking about. Here's a very interesting research. It shows that when a celebrity discloses his or her problem with mental health, the number of people seeking mental health support goes up. A celebrity disclosure serves three functions. It educates people, it inspires people, it also serves as activism of sorts. Long before Meghan Markle, another royal spoke about her personal struggles in public, Princess Diana. In 1993, she spoke about her battle with bulimia. Soon, the number of women seeking treatment for bulimia doubled. This phenomenon was called the Diana effect. Read this article. Here is another study. It found that when singer Demi Lovato spoke about her bipolar disorder, the people who had a higher celebrity attachment to her ended up having fewer negative stereotypes about those with bipolar disorder. Such is the influence of a celebrity. Such is their potential to bring about positive change. I understand that mental health struggles are very personal. The choice to disclose them all the more. It comes with its own costs. But I urge celebrities to talk about their mental health, use their influence to inspire people to seek help. Tell them that depression, anxiety is not a taboo.
I think we need to create an environment and a society that understands mental health in a better way.
We live highly stressful lives. There are deadlines at work, responsibilities at home, fleeting relationships, pressure to look a certain way on social media, and all of this is bound to take a toll on our mental health. And there's nothing wrong in suffering from anxiety or depression. The problem begins when we hide it. Half of all mental illness begins at the age of 14. Most cases go undetected or untreated. The result is this: suicide, the leading cause of death among 15 to 29-year-olds. Let's try to change this trend. Let's try to understand mental health. So what is mental health? It is our emotional health, our thought patterns, our mood. Mental health dictates our decisions and behavior. Just like physical health, mental health also depends on certain factors. Number one, our genes. British scientists studied 839 families. 971 pairs of siblings in these families had severe recurrent major depression. They also had the chromosome 3p2526. Now, scientists believe around 40% of depression cases can be traced to a genetic link. Factor number two, hormones. There is a hormone called serotonin. It is called the feel-good chemical. Serotonin's role is to allow communication between brain neurons. Imbalance in serotonin has often been linked to depression. Factor number three, life experiences. Psychologists at the University of Liverpool say that traumatic life events are the biggest cause of anxiety and depression. They studied nearly 33,000 people before drawing this conclusion. Factor number 4, family history. If a person grows around someone who is depressed, he or she is more susceptible to depression. Factor number 5, gender. This study found that women had a 42% chance of hereditary depression. For men, it is 29%. But when it comes to men, the stigma attached to seeking mental health help is more. This can be broken by male superstars like Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. He opened up about his mental health in 2018. He said he was depressed after watching his mother attempt suicide. You see, this can happen to anyone, irrespective of their age, gender, social standing. Here are some of the early signs of mental health problems: eating too much or too little, sleeping too much or too little, distancing yourself from people or your usual activities, feeling low on energy, unexplained aches and pains, feeling a sense of helplessness or hopelessness, feeling on the edge all the time, like you can break into tears anytime or yell anytime. Extreme mood swings are also a sign of deteriorating mental health. You may be hearing voices in your head, having thoughts of harming yourself. Daily chores like going to work or dropping your children to school or taking care of them may start feeling too taxing. There is nothing to be afraid of. All you need to do is reach out, seek help. And I'll be honest, the journey to help may not be all that easy. There are 3 major hurdles in this battle to access mental health care. The first hurdle is at home. Even today, most families do not understand the idea of mental health. Depression is mistaken as moodiness, introversion. Depression or anxiety is also seen as something that can be treated over a dinner or a vacation. No family wants to have a member who is visiting a life coach. Meghan Markle was stopped from accessing health care, she says. She was too royal for it. In China, more than 91% of the people with mental disorders never seek help for their condition. There are many who want to, but they cannot. Problem number 2 is lack of human resources. We do not have enough specialists in this field. In India, for example, there are only 0.3 psychiatrists per 100,000 people. The desirable number is anything above 3. Here's the next problem: expenses. Today, mental health care is a luxury. In India, an average session of counseling or therapy costs you up to $41. That's around 3,000 rupees. The average cost per counseling session in the UK ranges from $55 to $85. In Japan, between $74 and $138. In the United States, therapists charge up to $120 per session. In cities like New York or Los Angeles, it jumps to $250 per hour. Imagine paying 18,000 rupees for help. Mental wellness is a $121 billion market. It needs also to heal people. Mental health care can no longer be a luxury, and you can help in making it accessible. You know how? By destigmatizing mental health. A healthy mind helps not just the individual, but the entire society. Estimates from the World Health Organization show that depression and anxiety cost the global economy $1 trillion every year. Let me tell you how. In lost productivity. Dear bosses, take note. Do not judge an employee for taking a day off. Dear celebrities, you won't be judged for talking about your struggles. At least 20% of India suffers from mental health problems. Let's talk about it. Let's make mental health care accessible. Let's put an end to this silent pandemic.